Hi guys, JesterArke back again with some more Elite Dangerous. Okay, can't stress enough, this is only going to be a fairly short stream. I'm pretty knackered and this headache's still kicking the crap out of me. Yep, you can see the cat in the background, lovely. Okay, so last stream, I had to skip last night unfortunately, but the last stream we were doing community goals, we're doing the trade goal. Now, is that still running or is that finished? Okay, cool, it's still... Which one's which though? Okay, that's the bounty hunting. Where are we at this? Top 50%. Okay, we're looking at about 11 mil. I'm actually surprised this one hasn't increased considerably faster, considering I'm pretty sure we hit tier 8, oh, sorry, tier 8, tier 5 in this one in like 6 or 7 hours or something after it started, so it's well and truly slowed down. I don't know. I think we're gonna go swap over to the ASP, and we're gonna get ourselves on the board for the combat CG. My Python's not quite ready to go into combat yet. I've still got to upgrade the thrusters on it, and we've still got to do the engineering. And back down it comes.
Landing coupler disengaged. Please observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
Okie dokie. Man, this thing... Moving from this to the Python... Python still felt like it handled alright. But moving back into the ASP from the Python... I'm really noticing the difference in maneuverability. We're gonna go to the nav beacon. As it like, I'm really only aiming to sort of get ourselves on the board for this community goal, not trying to go all out. Not at this point, anyway. We don't have any inventory. No good. Still got space in both data and materials. And we can do 3 reloads, well, 3 half reloads on our ballistic weapons. Now, the last couple of times we've come out to the nav beacon, it took a fair while, but we were still able to get around the 1 to 1.3 million credits worth of bounties. Obviously not all of that counts towards the community goal. I'm pretty sure it's only ones... Yeah, it should only be Imperial ones and... One of the other ones. Anyway. I'm just surprised this one hasn't picked up a bit faster too. Second week in a row that the community goals have been in this system. And even last week, the combat one didn't reach tier 8, not quite. Actually progressed quite slowly. Come on, get closer. Closer, closer, closer so we can get in there. As I've mentioned before, getting into nav beacons and unidentified signal sources, probably one of my least skilly things as far as distance and speed is concerned. Either that or I'm just too impatient. Could go either way. You turn the clock on this time? Yeah, I did. Good. Master Python. Clean. Another clean Master Python. What about you, Mr. Type 9? We're just progressing through the list. Kumo crew. Lovely. There's our first target. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, yep. Okay, you're not in a wing? No. Lovely. Expert means it won't be worth, you know, ridiculously large sum of money, but
under attack.
It'll do for a start. Now this is a very hot nav beacon, so we do have to watch our heat build up here quite a lot.
Target shields offline. Warning, temperature critical.
Okay. Security systems should be, yeah, coming into play ball as well very shortly. Are you serious? I didn't even see a frame shift drive indicator. What the heck? I feel kind of gypped, not gonna lie. Shield of Justice. It apparently just flew into the star. What the heck? Okay. Bounties against the Chapter House of Inquisition. Or put out by the Chapter House of Inquisition. I think are the ones that we need besides Imperial. That was still quite strange.
Scan detected.
ISS are the green ones. I have a feeling it's going to be like the last couple of times we've come here. Really slow to begin with. I believe we're going after a mostly harmless Sidewinder. This guy's barely going to be worth the effort.
Target cargo dropped. Frameshift charge detected.
Oh, piss off. I'm not losing a Sidewinder. What the hell?
Target destroyed.
Fisher Crosby. And Chris Herbert. Okay. I don't remember even scanning that one. Pretty sure I would have remembered seeing an Aaron.
Scan detected.
I'm assuming that sidey will be his wingman. Yep. Did I just see weapons discharger? I did. My apologies there. Who's shooting who? Okay, committee new partners. Guessing picking on someone considerably smaller.
Target shields offline.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
Maybe not that much smaller. Okay, so it was two wanted ships fighting each other.
Scan detected.
Lovely. I mean, they're both only small wanted ships, but, no, wanted nonetheless.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Target
I
destroyed.
should make sure this is all transmitting properly. I don't know why, but I've been forgetting to do that lately. Yep, seems to be lovely. Oh, sorry again. I got something stuck in my throat. Ooh, vulture. Please be hostile. Do me a favor. Damn it. I had a few Type 6s through here that have been wanted. Yep, throat has definitely been a pain in the butt. Yeah, sinus. that more combat just then?
Detected.
No? Okay. Totally looks like weapons fire. Stuart Clark. Yeah, I was looking for a bounty. Not on me, buddy. Clean. Been a very luckless nav beacon thus far. Okay, let me get then a kill back. It is an annoying system to have combat CG in, because there are no Malakis. No res sites in this system. I don't know why I didn't think that would overshoot.
Scan detected.
Not in the Python.
Under attack.
A few other ships should open up on that now, in theory. There we go. My purple trail through the emptiness of space. Another adder. You nearly crashed into me. But of course it would have been my fault. Damn it. Oh, we're getting a bit of scan data out of it, but unfortunately it's nothing we need, that's for sure. Again, I'm mostly harmless. We are seeing high-ranked ships in this system, but none of them have been wanted. It's seriously, and I've said this in the last couple of streams, it really does feel like, I don't know whether it's my weapons have been somehow downgraded or what the deal is, but a mostly harmless Diamondback surviving this long
Target cargo dropped.
should not be happening. There we go.
Target destroyed.
It's a pity there's so many security ships in this sector. Mind you, know that I've gotten a great deal for stuff like the military plans the last couple of times I have picked them up. That being said, I haven't exactly gone looking for the best place to drop them off either. Sort of whichever's the nearest black market. Come on. Oh, finally. Master Vulture. Now this will be worth a bit. 140. Not huge, but a bit. And of course it's got chaff launcher. Alright.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Dang temperature. Hello and welcome to everybody that's joined us. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Just a bit of a heads up, it is only going to be a
Warning.
fairly short stream tonight. I really shouldn't be streaming at all, but I didn't want to take 2 nights in a row off. As much as I probably should have. 141,000. Okay. DBS. Now there won't be a great deal of bounty credits that we've got at the moment that are going to go towards this CG. But as I said, we've at least got something now to put on the board. Which was more what I was interested in tonight. So we've got 2 hostile ships here. We'll go for the Diamondback first. I think. Yeah, if the other ship goes hostile, and assuming other ships come over to join us, there we go. We'll probably have to make sure we get some hits in on both. Because neither of these guys are particularly high level, so they're not going to last that long once the security vessels get over here. Oh, come on. Damn it. Yeah, as I said, wasn't going to last long. Maybe I should have gone the Cobra first. I won't get any bounty for that.
Target destroyed.
Took too long to get it back into the crosshairs. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and the Yermak Python will be hostile. Yes. Marvelous. Yeah, it's only an expert, so the bounty on it's not going to be monstrous. But again, little bits count. Yeah, I know.
Target shields offline. Warning, taking heat damage.
Yeah, I need to stop worrying about the fact that my ship doesn't handle like it did. And just get on with it. Yeah, 59. crap load of security vessels here. We may end up having to jump out and jump back in, just with the number of them that are getting around. It's a dolphin and a cobra. Unshielded dolphin at that. Oh no, it's sidey. Yeah. Even better, yay! At least the Sidewinder's got shields.
Target shields offline. Scan detected. Target destroyed. Under attack.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
Given how small and squishy that ship was, it had a considerably higher bounty than I expected. Okay, Greg, how you doing? He wants to be our friend. Again, unshielded.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Also flying away from us.
Scan detected. Target destroyed.
Okay. If I'm going to be going after small bounties, then I'm going to want to be claiming all of them. Nostrum. There we go. That might be a bit better. Notice we've got no security ships in range, and this guy seems to want to get away. He hadn't already scanned us, or he would have already tried to leave. Here he comes.
Under attack.
We need to try and hit the broader sides of the vessel. So top or bottom.
Target shields offline.
Okay. Because of the size of the ship, we're much more likely to get the hits if we're not going coming in on the central plane for the ship. Otherwise, our very jittery weapons have a habit of shooting straight past.
Target destroyed.
Bashed on. Wanted. Lovely. Mostly harmless. Not so lovely. And
Target shields online.
Lightning. Clean. Okay, we're finally starting to see more non-security vessels in system. Sadly, they're only small ones, but as I said, it's better than nothing. You're on a wing of 3. They're all clean. Well, that's a pity. Someone's not. Just heard what sounded like a rocket or one of the heavier projectile weapons being fired.
Scan detected.
Yeah, jeez, buddy. Violent endgame. No. Get back over towards the nav beacon again. Yeah, we've picked up next to nothing as far as decent bounties for this are concerned. Camille Devive. Target. Come on.
Target shields offline.
Traveling further away. What the hell? Rank is it harmless? Not even going to be worth that much. Blinding everybody by flying into this star.
Target cargo dropped.
Generally implies they're about to go for a jump.
Warning, temperature critical.
Frig me.
Target shields online. Target shields offline. Warning. Temperature critical.
You serious? You're pulling that 1% crap again. Oh, it is too. For the last few weeks, not even a few weeks, there we go.
Target destroyed.
The last couple of weeks, I've had so many ships getting down to 0% and surviving. It's not funny. And to top that off, you know, on the other side of things entirely, we've had ships that have been at sort of 3 to 5% that are exploding on 3 to 5%. Really, really getting frustrating. Sorry. Actually, just thinking about it, because I've mentioned a few times it almost seems like that's been changed or updated. A few people, one of our regulars truck a race, and it's like almost like someone's moved my decimal places. Just thinking, oh no, it's still cutting off the percentage marker. You can see down the bottom of the HUD that it's showing what should be 100% of the enemy ship's hull. There we go, now it's starting to drop, but it cuts off the actual percentage marker.
Target cargo dropped.
Only a little graphical thing, but I don't know. This feels like some changes have been made.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Damn it. Please be hostile or wanted. Yes.
Under attack.
Okay.
Target shields offline.
Come on. Since when do I have this much trouble
Temperature critical.
taking down ships this small?
Under attack.
Let's just keep shooting to be safe.
Target destroyed.
For those of you who have just joined us, welcome. We're not doing too much tonight. It's only going to be a fairly short stream. Just trying to get ourselves essentially on the board for the this week's combat community goal. Nothing too hectic or heavy. And depending on how long the goal stays active for, will depend on, you know, I may come back and do some more work on it later. Night Bites, hello and welcome. Thanks for jumping in and joining us again. As I was just saying, it's only going to be a fairly short stream tonight, unfortunately. Realistically, I probably shouldn't be streaming at all, but as I've said, I didn't want to skip 2 nights in a row. That would be horrible.
Target shields offline. Target cargo dropped.
Get a bit closer. There we go. And did they jump or did I just lose them? I think they jumped. Wow, bagger. DBX. So many clean ships. DMSRC, RPC, MTC. Okay. Innocent miss. If you say so. Okay. Unlike usual, I am just getting around in solo tonight. I'm not in the group. And as we may have noticed, I'm fairly subdued tonight. Okay.
Target shields offline.
This guy doesn't seem worth wasting ammo on.
Target cargo dropped.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
Please be a hostile python. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not with a ship name like Justice. Dang it. Okay. Now, how are you doing this evening? Night Bites? Well, I hope. I'm chasing a sidewinder. You know how sad that is? It'd be even sadder if the sidewinder gets away.
Target shields offline.
Which it's actually doing. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Okay. I'm thinking we're gonna have to jump out and come back. Very, very shortly. Unfortunately, the system's become... well, the area has become a bit oversaturated with non-hostile ships. Says I, as we come across a hostile ship.
Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields offline.
Come on. We got haulers jumping in. Classified scan databanks. Pretty sure they're what we need for Ramtar. We may do a quick trip out to him and get him unlocked tonight as well.
Scan detected.
What about you, Mr. Viper? Harmless? Clean. Damn it. Insane Gamer, hello. Thanks for joining us again tonight. As I've mentioned a few times already, this will only be a fairly short stream, so my apologies well and truly in advance. Truth be told, I think I've had maybe 5 hours sleep in like the last 3 days, if that. How am I doing? Doing alright, Kind of exhausted. For those of you who don't know, I did something to my neck last Sunday night, which would have been Saturday for a lot of you guys, but yeah. And I've had a splitting, like absolute skull-splitting headache since. And unfortunately, that's still there. So besides that and the lack of sleep, though, I'm doing pretty well. And we're not finding any decent ships. Viper. Ouch, yeah, pretty much. I've got damage through my neck. Actually, I've got damage through everywhere. Not going into too many details there. It is essentially just an old injury that flares up. Sometimes when it flares up, it'll put me out for a day. Sometimes it'll put me out for, you know, a couple of weeks to a month. Sean Connolly. Bingo. But yeah. As it's, yeah, we'll have a long list of recurring injuries. Play sports when you're young, they said. It's good for you, they said. You know.
Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
It's a pity. Nice high-ranked combat pilot and all the rest of it. And they're only in an Imperial Eagle. Means regardless of what weapons they've got, how much damage they're potentially going to do to us, all the rest of it, their bounty's not going to be huge.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Yep.
Frameshift charge detected.
Yeah, not even 20,000. Where's the kaboom? Yeah, we're gonna lock in Shine Market. We'll head out there and get the few bounties that we've got currently handed in, just so we do get ourselves on the board, as I mentioned. And the classified scan databanks, I think, were what we needed for Ram Tar, and we only needed 5. Yep, nice. Nothing huge saying come out and bite me. Nope.
Frameshift drive.
Well, that's a pity.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Man, I'm even looking haggard. Mind you, as far as I'm concerned, I always look haggard. Once again, we're going to touch on the fact that we are changing the format of streaming and Let's Plays the channel soon. And by soon, we're actually going to be starting some of those changes next week. It won't be affecting our Elite Dangerous stream at the moment. At this point in time, the Elite Dangerous streaming will be multicast to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. Though in the upcoming weeks, that will be shifted to Twitch only. Sorry about that. We will be adding a few other games, a few other stream times essentially, each week to Twitch only. We will be removing most streaming away from YouTube and Mixer at this point. Those other streams will be in a couple of different formats, as I've touched on, one of which will be, think of your standard Let's Play that you would go onto YouTube to watch. Basically, I'll sit down and record maybe 3 hours, so sort of 6 or 7 episodes in one sitting, which I will be streaming. During those streams, there won't be any of the on-screen displays that you guys can see. Won't be a camera. What we'll do instead is...
Station services have been informed of your arrival.
Basically, I'll record for, say, 25 minutes of the actual gameplay, as I would if I was recording it not streaming. There won't be a lot of interaction with chat during that time. Once I've recorded that 25 minutes or so, I'll then stop, take the time to go through chat, answer any questions, you know, take a look at suggestions you guys might have for what we can do, and then we'll go straight into the next 25 minutes of recording. Once that's done, what I'll then be doing basically is taking that 3-hour stream and cutting it down into, you know, the shorter episodes, which will then be uploaded to YouTube. I've mentioned I want to try doing some sort of scripted work. What will be happening then, again, there'll be no on-screen HUD, no camera, but I will be interacting with you guys. The difference will be, it won't be recording my microphone. You guys will hear the mic, but the recording won't have it. So I can then voice that over down the track. I hope any of that made sense. I cannot stress how absolutely knackered I am right now. It made sense in my head. Okay.
Incoming message.
Ever need a British voice for your scripted stuff? I'd be happy to lend a hand or vocal fold. Thank you very much. I will definitely be keeping that in mind. Okay, we are now friendly with Calanero State Industries. Interesting. I don't know what it is about the voice at this station. It's just at the right pitch. It might just be because at the moment I'm, as I said, absolutely knackered. It's just at the right pitch that it just phases me out of everything. I don't like it. Needs to stop. Okay. I need to find Ramtar. Let's go out and hand his crap in. It's a few jumps. Oh, only 4. Lovely. Oh, what I should have done is put all the modules back in the Python as well. We can do that another time. Do that another time. Focus, Jester. We got this. Maybe. Possible in theory.
Landing restraints retracted. Please exit the station safely and promptly.
Landing gear retracted.
That was safely and promptly, wasn't it? I thought it was.
Frame shift drive charging.
Woot.
4, 3, 2,
Room health is holding steady.
engage.
Wonderful. Did have the stream cut out at one point the other night, which was rather unfortunate. Absolute pain in the butt, and again, unfortunately, sort of one of the reasons why I am starting to think of steering away from the restreaming, or from multi-streaming in general. One of many. I could have sworn he wasn't flying a Sidewinder last time. That name was one of the ones we saw in at the nav beacon. This ship runs so much hotter than the Python does.
Frame shift drive charging.
Hoping to get, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours of stream time in tonight, as opposed to my normal 4+. And just a reminder, for me, the next stream is Monday morning. Like, it's literally my Sunday morning right now. So the next stream, I usually skip, because I actually have a business course on Mondays. Okay, so yeah, trying to stream for 3 or 4 hours. That often won't finish until around sort of 5 to 7 a.m. depending on what time we get started. And then having to go to the business course straight away afterwards is a bit much for me.
Frameshift drive charging.
Doesn't mean I haven't still done so on quite a number of occasions, but yeah. Junk mail. Nothing
4,
interesting.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Used to always get the really good junk mail, sort of between 1 and 3 a.m. Now I don't seem to get it until the afternoon. And by good junk mail, I mean, you know, all the amusing stuff that you instantly block and hope nobody was looking over your shoulder to see the title of the email. Phoenix Station, I think. I don't think Ramtar had much of interest as far as stuff that I actually want engineered.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I'm hoping he will lead elsewhere. If not now, then possibly later. And either way, might as well unlock him. Better to have him unlocked than not.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. For a lot of the engineering we want done in the Python, and future engineering we want done on this ASP, I'm gonna have to start going into combat zones, I think. I'm really hoping, at least for certain data scans, that we don't actually have to participate in the combat itself. We should just be able to drop in, scan all the vessels, and hopefully get some of the stuff we need. Will it work that way in reality? We'll find out. Not dropping any frames, lovely. Always good when we're not dropping frames. The game doesn't seem to be chewing the arse end out of our CPU tonight, which is also a bit of a plus. My apologies for the yawning too. Anybody who is a, you know, returning viewer knows that I do yawn anyway as a side thing of damage medication and other stuff. But tonight it is definitely just because I'm tired. I feel kind of whiny mentioning that as often as I have, but I don't know. I just don't want you guys thinking I'm purposely just being a slacker tonight. I'm really not trying to be. That's right. Binary doodads. What are you? Not worth the trouble. Fella stock. And who's on Phoenix? Come on, I'm sure we'll get there eventually. No, it's not fella stock that I want. Why that? Is Phoenix? Hell? Oh, I know what's at Fellas. The ancient ruins scanny thing. Gotcha. Thinking I didn't take any missions in this system. Coming into Phoenix base, and hopefully not crashing. Not crashing is generally quite a good goal. Actually, while we're in the area, it probably wouldn't hurt to
Orbital flight engaged.
zip around a bit and get some iron as well. So we may be better off using the mining vessel for that rather than the SRV. Though it is just generally fun zipping around on the SRV. I make an absolute fool of myself every time. It's great. So far I've managed to split a planet in half. Almost died many times, but I've not yet managed to.
Juliet Echo Sierra Flight Control online. Welcome, Commander. Request docking permission if you wish to land. Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
Here we go.
Landing gear deployed.
A bit jolty as we're coming in.
Landing operation complete. Commence system shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
Wonderful. Okay, we don't have access to these just yet. We're gonna have to log out and log back in just so we can access those. Yes, I'm sure. Another one of those little things you think they would have fixed by now. Oh crap, I didn't mean to go to that one. That's right, at least I didn't hit launch. That I'm shocking for. Now, has it unlocked? Yes, it has. Marvelous. So he takes Fed bounties, but not alliance. And he takes combat bonds. Actually, I should have a little bit of cartographic stuff. Brilliant. Okay. So straight away to grade 2. Yes, I can see you back. So, Ramtar has travelled as far as it is possible to go in the galaxy. Over the years, he's collected many strange and unusual items, and he's always eager to acquire something new and unknown from the Black. On his travels, he learned the value of limpets and various defense mechanisms, and so spent many years perfecting his craft and improving them. What the? Ah, I see. Well, that makes sense. Can't get him to edit anything, and can't get him to alter anything because I don't have anything. Yeah. Interesting. Which one of these would I need? Which one of these would be the one I would want? None of them. Huh? Collection? I would have thought at least one of these would have increased number of limpets. I don't know. Either way, none of that stuff's overly going to be helping me. But, what are you doing, puppy dog? Thought there was someone at the door, but it was just a dog. I'd be a bit worried if there was someone at the door. It's 3 AM in the morning. Okay. So we're now going to head back the way we came. Which means we want Shan Market. Those of you wondering, like last stream we did, we were doing deliveries in the Python from Patak. We were picking up beryllium, running it to Shan Market, running it back to Patak. And just to give you guys a bit of an idea of the distance, Patak is there in Aden. It was literally just a short jump back and forwards, which was great. Okay. Tell you what though, before we take off, it has been 75 minutes, so a little under the 90-minute mark, but as I said, I'm gonna, like, yeah. I'm gonna go for a leg stretch. Go grab a bottle of water, and yeah, when we get back, we'll head back to that system we were in and go shoot some more stuff. Once again, my apologies for the sort of knackered condition I'm in, but you know, it is what it is. But we're here to have some fun until I do brick wall. So yeah, don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. And we're back. Hello, hello. How are we doing, Ildilius? Ildilius? I always say it wrong. Yeah, moving around. Things are quite good. Thank you to everybody that stuck around during my quick little break then. Thank you very much, Ray, and hello. Yeah, we're only doing a short stream tonight for those of you who missed it. Unfortunately, I am still a little bit under the weather and in crap tons of pain.
Landing gear retracted.
Cool, hope you're fine. Yeah, just
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear
injury
for
recovery,
departure.
essentially. Nah, all is good, all is good. We want to get to about the 90.
Flight control now offline. Goodbye, Commander.
Noodles. What are you doing, kitty cat? Okay, so we're just heading back to Kamadhinu. Gonna do a little bit more for the combat community goal.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's way looking good. Thank you. I'm actually trying to at the moment. Yes, unfortunately, since I left my job last year, I sort of let that side of things go a bit.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay. I would like to say it's something I'm focusing on, but unfortunately, I also like food. And a nice has-res for others if you prefer. 26 light years from Medinu. They do, as long as they do Imperial bounties, is the main thing. Empire system, so it is Imperial bounties. What was the name of the system? I know there was a couple that I found that did have the res sites. The problem was they were a million miles away from anywhere where I could repair. As we can see in here, I am back in the Asp. At the moment, it is still our main combat vessel. As much as it doesn't feel like it at the moment.
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Chugamos dock. The system you're getting the beryllium in. Okay. And yeah, so the next main big question, are the res sites far from a base? We're still going to have to go somewhere to get repairs done and hand in the extra bounties that don't count.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, incidentally, I mentioned the other night as well that I was going to be repairing, or trying to repair my PS4. I wanted to start playing Destiny 1 again. The repairs seem to have worked, and
4, 3,
yeah, I started playing Destiny 1 again.
engage.
Thinking just for a giggle, that might be something we could play. If I do start playing that, it will be on Twitch only. It'll probably be one of the first ones that we do as a Twitch only stream. I don't know, might start that one up next week. I'm just to rehash for those of you who did miss it, like Eldilos, I don't know if you've been here when I've mentioned it, we are moving all streams over to Twitch in the upcoming weeks. So if you do want to keep track of the live streams, then please feel free to find the links to our Twitch channel below and go and follow us there. All VODs will of course be put over onto YouTube, and YouTube will still be the place to be for Let's Plays and that sort of stuff. But it is unfortunately a change we've sort of come to the conclusion that we've got to make, at least for the time being.
2, 1, engage.
Just to try and get the channel a bit more functional and viable. Well, I suppose channels. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to go land on Shan Market and then literally turn around and fly back all the way back to the nav beacon. But I do want to land there first, just so that we can, like, if anything does happen and we die, then this becomes our res point, as opposed to way back on Ramtar's station. By short stream, I think 3 hours. We'll aim for a 3-hour cutoff, which means we're about halfway there now. This is perfect to many bases. Nice. I think we've got a bit of time left on that community goal, don't we? I know it's nowhere near done as far as the tiers are concerned. Okay. You done with the CG for now? Going to find some modular terminals. Are you still looking for modular terminals? Hey, what? It's a pity that this system isn't a bit more useful as far as its produced commodities and stuff are concerned, because these guys absolutely love me.
Lakon, Juliet Echo Sierra. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to our territory. We are honored by your visit. Station services have been informed of your arrival. Access permitted. Set down on landing pad 22.
Landing gear deployed.
No, damn it. Wasn't far off. Red carpet treatment? Exactly.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
Okay. And nothing else to hand in there. Okay, how many more do you need, Ray? $17. Okay. Well, I'll grab this mission then. Well, no, not a problem at all. For those of you wondering what the heck just happened, we're going to go and help Ray get his modular terminals. Unfortunately, there was only the one mission with modular terminals from here today, it would seem. Where the hell am I even going for that? Probably should have checked that first. Norman Point in Nemgla. Ah, nice and easy. Single jump. Have we got anything else for Nemgla? Is a planetary landing. Wifers off and lurking. Might need to be out unexpectedly. That's all good, man. Just checking to see if we've got anything else going there. Doesn't seem that way. Okay. The garage is our project for the day. Yay. Right, I've got a few projects coming up this week. I've been putting them off. I really don't want to have to do them. For those of you who've heard me mention it before, I don't have a bedroom. I literally am parked in the living room. But yes, here, not a problem at all. I'll hold on to these.
Landing gear retracted.
But yeah, the spare room for this house is literally the one that the computers are set up in. So I'm going to be rearranging this room and skull dragging my bed into here at some point this week. I've been meaning to do it for ages, but yeah, it's going to be a huge job.
You are now leaving the control
Huge
zone.
job.
Thank you, Commander. Have a splendid journey.
At the moment, we've got two computers in here on big desks. We've got a standard sized computer desk off to the side with a bunch of other tech set up on it. Our DVD shelf, which is a massive big bookshelf off in the back here, and this side wall sort of over that way is again just all storage boxes that we never unpacked when we moved in, and it's gonna be a big job. And it's definitely more of a probably because I should. I still don't even need a bedroom, to be honest. It is literally just a because I probably should decision. Leap of shame. Ooh, this is a chapter House of Inquisition system. Oh, they're all conflict zones. Never mind. You got this.
Orbital flight engaged.
Look at us go. Aiming for about the 45-degree angle. Ish. Your take. Bring it up a bit. And
Lakon, Juliet Echo Sierra.
requesting
We always
docking.
welcome such honored friends of the Empire to our facilities. Request approved. Please set course for docking bay 06.
I'm everybody's friend around here, apparently. Hopefully that's 06 there. Wonderful.
Landing gear deployed.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Okay. But yep, I got your request just then. I'll accept it as soon as I've landed.
You are on deck. Begin lockdown. It is good to see you, Commander.
Does that mean you thought I sent it yesterday? But no. That's right, I knew it was you. Yeah, I thought you'd sent me one already as well. What the hell was I doing? Mission board. Okay. There we go. We totally delivered some beer so that we can get some stuff. Glitch in the Matrix. Right, that sums things up for me pretty much perfectly these days. Okay. Just seeing if any of these other ones. $16 units of bromolite for 1.1 million. Ah, it won't be in this ship anyway. Damn it. Okay, this is telling us that it's got to go to Shan Market, right? No, never mind. Just losing my mind. Let's accept that. We got any others going back to where we were? Negatory. Negative. Ah. Interstellar Factory. There. These guys.
Incoming message.
Alliance. Ally of the Alliance. We should be back to being an ally of everybody. No, our Fed reputation's dropped a little bit again. Okay. Okay, we want to go... Actually, let's go to Main's Inheritance before we leave the sector. Or system, I should say. No, I'm definitely glad that the
Landing couplers
Landing gear
released. Clear to
retracted.
depart when ready.
dodgy repair on my PS4 worked. I had a launch model, and it's one of the ones that has the...
Route ahead is clear. Goodbye, Commander.
it doesn't have an actual button for the power and the eject. It just has the conductive panel. And unfortunately, the eject especially causes a bit of a problem. So I had to open it up and basically disable the eject button entirely. Bit of a pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, the only real difference it does is, well, it voids my ability to trade in the PS4, but that's fine. And it means if I want to eject the disc, I've now got to do it via the controller. But I'm cool with that.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, no, quite a few of the models, especially the ones that did have the conductive
1.
panel on them, would get into an auto eject cycle. You couldn't keep a disc in there without it just randomly ejecting. Or even when there was no disc in there, you could just hear it grinding away trying to eject. And beeping every few moments, whether it was turned on or not. And it's a pain in the butt. But it's fixed. That means both my PS3 and my PS4, or I should say neither my PS3 nor my PS4, can be traded in because they've both been opened up and repaired by me. Ah, well.
Boarding permission granted.
Wait. Don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying, what I'm doing, please remember to subscribe and like and follow and share, depending on what platforms you're watching from. It really does help out, and yeah, it's very much appreciated.
Landing gear deployed.
And for those of you on YouTube, don't forget, if you do want to continue watching our live streams,
Successful.
then
Engines disengaged.
please find the link down below to go check us out on Twitch. Over the next few weeks we will be transitioning all live streams to Twitch, but the Let's Plays and VODs will still remain on YouTube. Oh. I should probably grab that one. No, I'm not going to bother stuffing around too much with that at the moment. Holy crap balls. Levi. Akiyama, Levi. So in theory, I should be able to take all of those and it'll be the one mission. Sorry for the quick duck out. Can sell those terminals, might be a few days until I'm on again. Nah, it's alright. I'll hold on to them. They're not going anywhere. It would be ridiculously stupid of me not to grab all 4 of these. I'm guessing these guys aren't exactly the good guys though. Oh, what the hell. There's 1 million. 2 million. 3 million credits to go to one planet and knock out all their systems. One was in another cinema? Yeah, yep. Only one of them though. I think that was the one that was the most expensive of them. Yeah, the 1.3 mil is at Akiyama. But the other 3 are all at Levi Beacon. So I'm guessing the pluses is the defenses. So we're potentially going to get boned, but still. Bigger place too, yeah. Neat. And hello, by the way, to Elvin and to Monty. Thank you for jumping in and joining in what is only going to be a fairly short stream tonight. Just a bit of a heads up for everybody that wasn't here when I said it earlier.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
The pluses is population size. Yeah, cool. So we're in for a bit of a challenge. Okay. We should probably go here and hand this in first.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Depends on security level. But it should be the same again, hopefully. Well, no should be about it. Hopefully it'll be the same as the last time. And nothing triggers until we get near it. Like, hopefully there's not a...
3, 2, 1.
You know, no entry area. We'll figure it out when we get there. It'll be fun either way. And at the end of the day, the fact that, yeah, like 1.7 million of that's going to be... Oh yeah, hell yeah. 1.7 million of that's going to be one hit. Finish 3 missions. I'm guessing overall completing all 4 of those is well and truly going to piss off one of the factions. I think it might be very hard. Yes. As I said, that'll definitely be the single 1.3 million one will definitely be the last one we do. Make sure we hand everything else in and do everything else first, I think. I'd forgotten how much I actually enjoyed Destiny. Hadn't played it in forever. Cap's on the move. Had one high sec not long ago, couldn't even get close before the defensive turret's killed. I suppose in those situations, if the security is going to be too high, it might be better off taking the ship in. I suppose. Maybe. The other aspect of it that's potentially going to be difficult is going to be the bounty from doing both of them in the same system. No, you dismissed the ship, so if you die, you spawn in it far away. Okay. I was wondering more about the viability of taking out the turrets. Okay, if you're attacking the settlement from a ship, you're better off using your missiles. Okay, cool.
Landing gear deployed.
What the hell? Talk about overshooting. You have the landing gear down. Holy crap.
Landing complete. Alight when ready. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you a pleasant and productive visit, Commander.
Better not shoot anything except your target in these missions, or everything around tries to kill you, including ships flying nearby. Would be really cool if we got some more stuff going in the same place. That'd be quite funny. Who's it? Oh. Friend status. Chicken bar. Okay. Wish us luck. Let's not smack into that other asp.
Ship released. You are clear for departure.
Landing gear retracted.
Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum.
Frame Frameshift drive charging.
Right.
Speed restrictions lifted. Imperial Flight Operations
4,
Bureau.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Where are we in the CG? Top 50% for the trade, and only just put some credits into the combat one a little bit earlier tonight. I dare say top 100%. Not very far. I haven't actually played since the other night, unfortunately. Did anybody check what this is? No, I don't know. Anyway. Ambling crap. Never mind me. Distance-wise, holy crap. Both low securities. Lovely. Yeah, top 50%. Wouldn't be surprised if I get bumped down to top 75 though. And no, top 75% for that one. I think I lost a filling. Ugh. Tell you what, when it rains it pours, everything breaks at once. Good money anyway. That's it, that's it. I mean, coming out on top regardless, so. See, how long's left on those? 4 days, yeah. Even if I don't get a chance to muck around with them tomorrow, just a reminder guys, I do have my business course tomorrow morning, so time zone wise it just means that I may not be able to stream tomorrow night. We'll sort of see how much rest I managed to get today and what course material I can work through in advance. But if we don't make it back, yeah, tomorrow, then we'll be back playing it the next day. And we'll jump back into the, at least the combat community goal, if nothing else. Well, unfortunately the tiers are increasing very slowly on that. Trading will probably finish soon, yeah, I reckon. I dare say it will. If I manage to stream tomorrow night, then I'll probably try and do a little bit more work on it, assuming it hasn't hit tier 8 yet. But I mean, it's taken, what, 2.5 days to get to almost tier 7. Am I moving away from the other one? No, good. I just had this horrible feeling that all of a sudden we were like, you know, 20,000 light seconds the wrong way. Admittedly, it's not as bad as, you know, 250,000, but still. Oh, man. The Chikbara Empire Party. Sounds like the name of a rave. reminder also, we won't be seeing a Bale stream this week. Or next week, most likely either. Unfortunately, she is working some really ridiculous hours and shifts. Like, just to give sort of a bit of an idea. Well, she's doing 15 days straight to begin with. But, she left at 9 o'clock in the morning and didn't get home until 12:15, so, you know, 15 minutes past midnight. Thankfully, she shouldn't have too many quite that long, or too many more quite that long, but she is doing sort of 8 to 12 hours. Per day. So yeah, even when she does get a day off at the end of the 15 days, we'll be, well, I'll be insisting that she takes a bit more time off. Can't have her burning herself out entirely. That's my job. Didn't want to overshoot. There we go. They're called tall worms. I know, tall works. Tall worms would have been a better name.
Engaged.
Oh, crap balls. Right. Not the best angle, but actually no, that's alright because we're not trying to land at the beacon, are we? No. Dopey me.
Warning, taking heat damage.
Interesting. And that's the first time I've ducked down too low and done that to myself. Okay, landing close than 20 kilometers. You did last year. I don't know. I still had fun on that one that I landed. What was it, 90 or something? And we drove all the way there. That was fun. Well, I thought it was fun. That poor SRV by the end of it, though.
Landing gear deployed.
Some places you can land inside them. I did notice that on one of the bigger ones, it looked like there was well and truly going to be able to do that. I can imagine myself getting blown to hell. No, on my luck though. Juice, there we go. Yeah, looks good.
Drive assist on.
Scarab time.
Low gravity warning.
If you don't get a warning message, there's no problem. Yeah.
Ship dismissed.
The Mats and Emerson's on the way, yeah. Not too worried, but yeah. Pretty much.
Chassis integrity compromised.
uh,
Chassis integrity compromised.
yeah, it's really only iron that I need for the ammo sims. I mean, as I said, I've got enough 3 shots. I know that's not much, but also purposely don't stay out that long. Okay. All you need is just the power grid, not the SRB. Look, in my defense, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, we can totally repair the SRV. We're fine. It's all good. No problems there. A couple more iron wouldn't hurt. That was a bit of a heavy landing. Don't need any of that. I don't think I did. Nah. We got this. We got this. But something that really did terrify the crap out of me to begin with, like just the idea of doing the planetary stuff, and yeah, I really enjoy this. Like we got something else over this way that's not the beacon, hopefully, too. But we gotta go to the beacon. Ditch there. Yeah, it definitely wants to tell me there's something over here, I think. One little detour wouldn't hurt, right? Tell that to our poor chassis, I suppose. Didn't mean to press handbrake there. Come on, what is it? You better be iron. Or really, really good loot. We're getting too far away. Yeah, it was a big rock. We totally jumped it. Take that, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Yeah, there's a game series that went to hell real fast. A couple of bad game releases and that was it, kaput. What are we doing? We're destroying it. Yeah. And of course we got completely turned around. Okay, 2.5 kilometers to go. Come on. Don't be popping wheelies. There's a thing just over there that you're going to go and get. Okay.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Oh well, one bit of iron's better than none, right? I'm not seeing anything too hectic yet. And is it just me or is it out in the open anyway? There it is.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Okay.
Trespass zone cleared.
We should be able to do this one pretty easily. If I can turn the hell around. How close am I going to have to be? Why was it letting me scan before and not this time? What did I break? What silliness did I do this time? Target it to scan, but you need to... Yeah, but it's not...
Warning, you have entered a trespass
Not letting
zone.
me scan it.
Trespass zone cleared.
Actually, you know what?
Warning,
I don't even care.
you have entered a trespass zone.
For freak's sake.
Incoming mission critical message.
Arr. Oh, for frig's sake. I've really got to change the steering protocols. Okay.
Under attack.
None of those got me a bounty. I wonder if those skimmers will.
Handbrake is on.
I wonder if those skimmers will just keep chasing me. Let's find out. They do stop chasing after a while. Okay. So we'll have to go back to Main's inheritance for those. Then we got to go to that one. And yeah, we didn't pick up a wanted, which is even better. Because I think we were wanted for like a whole 3 minutes last time, weren't we? Yeah, I thought we could scan the that doodad that raised itself up. For frig's sake. I've got the steering on my joystick on 2 different axes, which I really shouldn't have done. Didn't target it, the target was on the power grid. Yeah, it doesn't mean I was hitting T to target what was in front, it wasn't letting me. I don't know.
Cargo scoop deployed.
There we go. Look at us go. Yeah, it wouldn't let me change targets, period. I could have gone in, I suppose, on the side panel and done it manually. Sorry.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Look at us go, getting all the stuff. And a whole bunch of the things. Oh, hello. Oh, for frid's sake.
Target destroyed. Under attack. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared. Cargo scoop deployed.
Legal salvage. Let's bring down the ship.
Ship recalled. Cargo scoop retracted. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Oops,
Trespass
shit.
zone cleared.
It's all legal salvage.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Oh, for fuck's...
Cargo scoop deployed. Trespass zone cleared.
Platinum?
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yes, it is. More things inside that zone. Might be some more mats here. We'll be going back. I should have scanned. I'm not even scanned, just opened the doodad. How far out is it?
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Moissanite. I don't think I've picked up any of that before.
Trespass zone cleared.
Oh, fuck. I know I've said this
Warning,
plenty of times
you have
before.
entered a trespass zone.
There needs to be an all
Trespass
stop
zone cleared.
instead of just the handbrake. The increment all of a sudden throwing it into reverse, you know, when I'm driving along trying to do it's fine. But if I spin out, all of a sudden I find myself going ridiculously fast in the wrong direction. Don't get me wrong, guys, I'm putting that down to my, you know, crappy driving. We're going to load up into this and actually take the asp a bit closer. Because this is kind of a crappy trek.
Handbrake is on. Handbrake is on. Handbrake is on.
Now, what do you reckon? Should be along here somewhere. There it is.
Drive assist on. Cargo scoop deployed. Low gravity warning. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Yep.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Trespass zone cleared. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
Really? Really? Whose idea was it to park there anyway? What the hell did you just drive up on? I've said this before. Whoever the hell designed the suspension for this vehicle really has no idea at all. Don't get me wrong, I'm well and truly, you know, messing up the driving as well. Yeah, can't get out from under that side at all. The frig!
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared. Chassis integrity compromised. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared. Cargo hold at maximum
That was
capacity.
everything anyway, wasn't it?
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass
Morning,
zone.
you've been in the trespass zone. Morning, you've been in the trespass zone.
Handbrake is on. Handbrake is on.
I don't want handbrake. I want an actual brake. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
Landing gear retracted.
There she is. Well, by there I mean, you know, that direction. Not as in, we can see it. Once we get to 15 kilometers above the surface, we'll jump. We'll probably jump now, but gotta still give ourselves some sort of tangible point.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, 3 hours was definitely a good call. As far as the length of the stream's concerned. Hopefully this one's at least as easy. Chink. There we go. Moissanite. Moissanite. Okay. So it's worth a little bit less than gold. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have actually picked that up before. I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. It's funny watching our speed then increasing and then start throttling itself back down again. Oh, holy dooly. Again, my apologies all. I don't like doing short streams, but I hate skipping streams entirely even more. And as we skipped last night, and we'll probably have to skip tomorrow night. No, there's no way I was going to skip 2 in a row, let alone 3. Remember, tomorrow night's stream is still up in the air. There are other factors at play there that I won't know about for certain until later.
Orbital flight engaged.
I want to come in near, but not right on top of. As always, huge thank you to everybody that has come along to join me tonight. It is very much appreciated. If it wasn't for you guys, you know, there really wouldn't be a channel.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
Anybody curious, I really just used the landing brake then more as a brake. Not landing brake, landing gear. Words. Cut that a little bit short, didn't I? Oh, fine.
Landing gear deployed.
Very hilly terrain. Apparently we're coming in closer than expected.
Drive assist on. Low gravity warning. Ship dismissed.
Okie dokie.
Chassis integrity compromised.
I'm getting quieter and quieter. My bad, guys. Please note, I use guys as the colloquialism, not as the implying male.
Chassis integrity compromised.
Radar's showing up as quite blank, except sort of maybe over to the left. Oh, just over this ridge. And that ridge. And no, I'm not really looking around for anything to pick up. There it is. I have a feeling this one's going to be a fair bit more hectic. Or maybe not. Got two things registering over here.
Handbrake is on.
Oh? I assume this is implying that I've got to blow up all three. No confirmation on that topic? Okay, I'll assume that's the case. Oh, shoot.
Handbrake is on.
Not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried. No clues, sorry, that's alright. I'm not hitting any don't come here beacons yet. For frick's sake. This isn't going to be pleasant if I've got to take out all three. Oh, for fuck's sake. It doesn't reverse the left and righting when you go into reverse. I thought it would have. Seriously. You prick of a thing. Let's just go this way. I wonder if there is a power plant somewhere. No, so we could just go and blow up the power plant, shut down the turrets. How to do?
Incoming mission critical message.
Really? I only had to do the one. Okay. Now comes the fun part.
Under attack.
Lovely. I did need germanium, I think. No, I didn't. Vanadium, nickel, mercury. Okay.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Can ditch what we don't need. My apologies. Okay. There's a second mercury? There was. Actually, no, for what we're doing, that's fine. Because there's a whole bunch of that stuff that I know I'm going to need later. There we go.
Cargo scoop retracted.
So we got 5 minutes for that one. Okay, let's get our ship in.
Ship recalled.
Go hand in this damn set of missions. Can't plan the route because I'm in the SRV. Of course. Here she comes.
Handbrake is on.
Go forward, you piece of crap. Come on. Yeah. Break me.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, come on. I was going to say that. That's alright though.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Didn't quite wait to
3,
15 kilometers.
2, 1, engage.
Okay. Definitely on the tail end of this. So what do we got pending? Just these. 4. 1.3. 3. 7. 7. And all the higher end of the 700 marks than not.
Frameshift drive charging.
I really just want to go and land. Totally home stretching it. Gonna go and
4, 3,
get these missions handed in.
1, engage.
And then I'm gonna have to call it a night. We've gone fractionally over the intended 3 hours. Only a tiny bit, obviously. And while usually that wouldn't be a problem in any way, shape or form, at least we don't have to land on the planet. Yeah, usually that wouldn't be a problem, but I'm really ridiculously tired and I do have to be up early once again. I mentioned Bale's ridiculous hours yesterday. Today, yeah, the last shift Bale did, like she left home at 9, didn't get home until just after midnight, like 9 AM until just after midnight. Well, tonight's not expected to run as late, it'll be starting earlier, so I'll get at least a couple of hours sleep before I wake up to wake Bale up. And apparently I was... what the hell? I'm bleeding and apparently I have a scratch on my arm. Looks like a cat scratch, but I don't know where it would have been from because I haven't played with the cat all day. Stuffs me. Magic. Huge thanks. Whoa. And there we go. This should get us a bit of reputation gain and probably reputation loss.
Boarding permission granted.
Yep, no junk mail. Last chance to get the humble bundle, scary bundle thing. There we go. If anybody is interested in Humble Bundle, please feel free to again check the link below. In the description, at least if you're on YouTube, there should be a little doodad that you can click on to get to Humble Bundle. By using that link, it does help me out. And as with pretty much anything, you know, all that help does go back into the channel.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Flying under the influence of heavy painkillers is not a good idea.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
If I'm not supposed to operate heavy machinery, then chances are I'm not supposed to be flying a spacecraft. Wonderful. And there's another 7. Oh, and that's here. Mitchell's inheritance. Which is right there. High security, yeah, no. Don't think I'm gonna. Not gonna do a high security. The bad guys give you all the best missions. Same went through my head as I popped another code in just now. Should I be flying all alone in the black? I knew I was going quiet, but I just wasn't registering that I wasn't talking. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to finish off there. As I've said a few times throughout the stream, I was only aiming for a short one. It has been a little over 3 hours. I need to stop. I need to go and try and sleep. I'm kind of wrecked. So, massive thank you to everybody that joined us. I will hopefully be back around 1 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time tonight, tomorrow. I'll be back about the same time tomorrow, hopefully. If not, then I'll be back on the following night. I do have my business course. I hate time zones. Time zones while tired just doesn't work. Anyway, guys, I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to say, I'm wrecked, I'm going. Thanks everybody that's joined us. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to hit any buttons of appreciation that are applicable, and yeah, don't forget, particularly for the viewers on YouTube, if you haven't already, please go and check us out on Twitch, and remember to follow there. We will be moving all streams over to Twitch in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to get going. This is JesterArke. This was Elite Dangerous Horizons, and I'll see you next time.